effort is in top gear to ensure that we clear these elements in our forest.
President Tinubu orders security agencies to hunt down terrorists behind attack in Niger State. Operatives of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency intercept illicit substances heading to Zambia and the United Kingdom. Hello, thank you for joining us. This is the news at 11 on NTN News 24. I am Charles Alpha. More details now have emerged on the recent attack by suspected terrorists in Borgu local government area of Niger State, which left more than 30 persons dead and more abducted, including women and children. Kabir Abdullahi has an update.
According to Usman Issa, a resident of the community, stated that terrorist activities have reportedly persisted in parts of Kasuwan Daji and its environs over the past 2 days, with the situation escalating on Saturday. He stated that at about 4:30 p.m. on Saturday, suspected terrorists believed to have emerged from the National Park Forest along Kabe district and attacked Kasuwan Daji market located at Demo village. During the attack, the assailants set the market ablaze after looting several shops and cutting away food items and other valuables. Meanwhile, on the morning of January 4, 2026, at about 8 a.m., a joint security team visited the scene for an on-the-spot assessment. Findings from the visit confirmed that 30 people lost their lives during the attack, while several others were abducted and taken to an unknown destination.
Joint security effort, not particularly the police, the military, the police, including the state government, local security outreach, they are doing everything possible. And as I mentioned, a lot of the operational measures is in the pipeline to ensure that this situation does not occur again. Unfortunately, it happens like this, but a lot of effort is in top gear to ensure that we clear these elements in our forest.
In Yobusa, Kabir Abdullahi, NTA News.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered the military and the Nigerian police force, the Department of State Service, DSS, to hunt down and apprehend the terrorists responsible for the recent attack on Kasuwan Daji community in Niger State. He also directed security agencies to urgently rescue all abducted victims, including women and children. In a statement signed by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, the President gave the directive on Sunday instructing the Minister of Defense, the Chief of Defense Staff, Service Chiefs, the Inspector General of Police, and the Director General of DSS to ensure the perpetrators are swiftly brought to justice. The attack reportedly involved terrorists suspected to be fleeing from Sokoto and Zamfara states following a United States air strike on Christmas Eve. President Tinubu strongly condemned the killings and abductions, describing the incident as a test of the nation's resolve against terrorism. He assured the people of Niger State that security operations would be intensified, especially around vulnerable communities and forested areas known to serve as hideout for criminal elements. The president also urged Nigerians to remain united and avoid divisive rhetorics, stressing the need for national cohesion during the challenging period. He expressed condolences to the families of the victims, as well as the government and people of Niger State. While the Niger State Governor Mohammed Umar Bago had expressed sadness over the terrorist attack on communities in the Borgu local government area of the state. The governor, through his chief press secretary, Balogi Ibrahim, describes as cruel and nefarious the terrorist attack that led to the death of many people, the kidnapping of several others, and the destruction of livelihoods. he extends his deepest sympathy to the people of the affected communities, especially the victims and their families. The victims of the attack at the Kasuwan Daji Market, Sukumbara village, are both Muslims and Christians drawn from different communities in Borgu local government area of the state. The governor, who notes that it is disturbing and worrying to start the year with such unfortunate incidents, however, enjoined the people to remain resolute in God and that his administration is collaborating with the federal government and security agencies to improve the security of the affected areas. He said a joint security team is trailing the terrorists with the view to rescuing the kidnapped victims. The governor prays that God will repose the souls of the departed, rescue the kidnapped victims, and grant healings to the injured, as well as restore livelihoods that were destroyed. And in other news, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have intercepted various quantities of illicit substances concealed in sachets of coffee mixed and a book parcel heading to Zambia and the United Kingdom. Salwa Khalil Ibrahim reports that a wanted drug kickpin, popularly known as Mama Kerosene, was snapped in Ibadan.
The seizures made at a courier company in Lagos came just as the agency took into custody 22 Indian crew members of a merchant vessel, from which 33.5 kilograms of cocaine were seized by operatives at the GDNL terminal at Apapa Port, Lagos. Meanwhile, NDLEA operatives in Oyo State arrested a wanted female drug kingpin who is a major illicit drug distributor in Ibadan, the state capital. The 65-year-old grandma, popularly known as Mama Kerosene, was snapped in an intelligence-led operation following the seizure of 238.4 kilograms of skunk, a strain of cannabis linked to her. She was arrested along with another female suspect. In Borno State, the supply chain of illicit drugs to insurgents was further disrupted with the arrest of 2 suppliers and the seizure of large consignment of illicit substances. One of the suspects was arrested by NDLEA operatives following the interception of 9,150 ampoules of tramadol injection along the Maiduguri-Gamboringala road. Not less than 400 kilograms of skunk was recovered along with a van at Mobolaji Johnson area of Lagos on New Year's Day, while a suspect was arrested at a motor park in Hadejia town, Jigawa State, while trying to transport 260 compressed blocks of skunk, which he procured from Taraba State to Unguru, Yobe State. In Abuja, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
Bayelsa State is set for a new phase of policing as a new Commissioner of Police, CP Iyama Daniel, takes charge with strong assurances of safety, security, and professionalism. Barat Twapere Awe, who was at the police headquarters, has the details.
The handing over by AIG Francis Idu to the Commissioner of Police, Iyama Daniel, marks the beginning of a new chapter for policing in Bayelsa State.
Bayelsa is uniquely characterized by its vast waterways, oil and gas installation, and a vibrant youthful population. These features require policing strategies that are adaptive, inclusive, and responsive to both conventional and emerging security challenges. I have reviewed the existing security architecture, and improvement will be made to confront security challenges decisively.
CP Iyama Daniel assured residents that his strategy would combine manpower with modern security technology to ensure Bayelsa State not only remains peaceful, but becomes even safer under his watch.
The command will strengthen the deployment of drone technology, surveillance cameras, and other tools in crime prevention and detention. We will improve on our intelligence gathering methods and utilize digital tools to respond swiftly to security challenges.
The event also featured the decoration of senior officers of the Bayelsa State Police Command with their new ranks, a symbolic moment reflecting renewed commitment, dedication, and professionalism within the force. With a new commissioner at the helm and fresh momentum within the command, expectations are high that Bayelsa State will continue on the path of peace and security. In Yenagoa, Baratwaipre Awe, NTA News.
The Director General National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA Zubeida Umar, has activated the Borno State Operations Office to deploy an emergency response team to support ongoing rescue efforts following a tragic boat mishap in Nguru local government area of Yobe State. The NEMA team is working in collaboration with the Yobe State Emergency Management Agency, SEMA, and other relevant stakeholders to strengthen the search and rescue operations. The boat mishap occurred on Saturday, 3rd January 2026, and involved a canoe conveying 52 passengers traveling from Adiani town in Guri local government area of Jigawa State to Gabi town in Nguru local government area of Yobe State. The passengers were reportedly returning from fishing and farming activities when the canoe capsized midway across the water channel. As at the time of reporting, 25 persons have been confirmed dead, while 13 persons have been successfully rescued through the combined efforts of emergency responders and community volunteers. 14 persons remain missing, and search and rescue operations are still ongoing. NEMA's Director General Zubeida Omar expressed deep sympathy to the families of the deceased and reaffirmed the commitment of NEMA to continue working closely with Yobe SEMA, the local emergency management agency, the committee local drivers, and community volunteers to support the operations. The Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FEMA, has launched Operation Connect Your Destination, a direct labor repairs of failed carriageways and patching of potholes in some federal roads in Enugu. Chimaroko would monitor the palliative repairs along the 9th Mile Ojid River, Old Enugu, Onitsha Road.
The Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FEMA's Operation Connect Your Destination, is an annual program aimed at repairing and maintaining critical road infrastructure across Nigeria, especially during peak periods like the Yuletide season. The program, launched by the MD Chukwuemeka Agbasi, involves extensive repairs, including pothole patching, repairs of failed section and asphaltic overlays. In Enugu, the agency focused on the 9th Mile Oji River Old Road border between Enugu and Anambra State. According to the Federal Road Maintenance Engineer Enugu, the initiative aligns with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, which prioritizes improving road infrastructure to boost economic growth, enhance connectivity, and improve the quality of life for Nigerians.
We chose this road to be able to connect those going to Anambra, Imo, and parts of Enugu State, also and Abia State too. When the roads are good, there will be less travel time and less problems on the road. So that is why we are trying our best to keep the roads motorable at all times.
Motorists and road users along the axis described the 9th Mile Oji River Old Road as a vital transportation artery connecting key commercial centers between Anambra and Enugu State.
They're doing a very good job. Okay, the work is going on very well. Let them keep it up.
Because there's so much surge, so many people passing this road at this time of the year.
Through the Operation Connect Your Destination, FEMA aims to restore the road to its optimal condition, thereby reducing travel times, improving safety, and supporting economic activities in the region. In Enugu, Chimaroke Ugu, NTA News.
You're still watching the news. We'll be back with more reports. Stay with us.
Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year is here. This festive season, enjoy extra savings on luxury and comfortable sofa sets, modern and functional dining sets, sophisticated and smart bed sets, and our royal collections. Classy, premium, and truly exclusive. Shop 10 million naira and receive a complimentary Daisy tea set. Spend 15 million and take home a 65-inch smart TV. Go higher at 20 million and experience unmatched comfort with our exclusive massage chair. Visit our showrooms in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and Enugu, or shop online. It's big, it's bold, it's unforgettable. It's Baffy Furniture's legendary final sale of the year.
Feel the power of precision, engineered to perfection. Every component is crafted with care, and each design is meticulously tested. From concept to creation, our engineers push the boundaries of technology, seamlessly blending performance and sustainability with a deep commitment to African ingenuity. Introducing the CNG Boss, a remarkable achievement in engineering designed to operate on compressed natural gas, a cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternative. At Innocent Vehicles, we proudly lead the way in creating greener mobility across Africa. And it doesn't stop there. From SUVs to sedans, spacious buses to electric cars, Innocent offers a wide range of models designed to meet every need. Innocent Vehicle, the pride of African roads.
This is NTA News 24.
Thank you for staying with us. Kogi State Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo has commended the Nigerian Television Authority, Lokoja, on its professionalism in the coverage of Government House events. The governor stated this when the Kogi State Government House press crew paid him a courtesy visit in his Okene residence, where he was presented with the Awards of Excellence and Patron of the press crew. Ajibola Christopher reports.
Governor Ahmed Usman Ododo, while receiving the Award of Excellence and Grand Patron of Government House Press Crew, expresses confidence in the Nigerian Television Authority on its steadfastness, resilience, professionalism, most especially in carrying out its reportage to educate the public, facilitate social change, and promote national cohesion. He says the days are over when government and the media are separated, calling for more effective collaboration with constructive and balanced reportage for the best interest of the state and its citizens.
And let me appreciate TVC, NT, and of course, the way you package one of our reports. So highly professional.
On the Government House Press Crew, Governor Ododo says,
and I'm happy the way this current team, we are working. I have observed people from afar. I can see a high level of professionalism in carrying out your duty. I can see commitment, sincere commitment. I can see your understanding, and I can see the zeal for you or for us to serve our people. Yes, he has been on my neck on the issue of your boss. By the grace of God, we are working on it. So I want to thank you most sincerely for this honor. And this will not be taken for granted. And you are simply telling me to do more. And inshallah, jointly, we shall serve our people.
With this development, the press-friendly governor is determined to work with the media to improve news reportage outreach in 2026 and the coming years. Ajibola Christopher, NTA News.
The National Health Insurance has been identified as a great policy in the aim and is aimed at providing quality health care delivery. Bolaji Akim in this report takes a look at the health insurance and its financial protection.
Recognizing that a healthy population is essential to the economic growth of the country, the federal government introduced a universal health coverage scheme designed to ensure all Nigerians have access to quality and affordable health care services. For medical experts, the implementation of National Health Insurance Authority Act and other strategies by stakeholders resulted in a significant increase in the number of people captured in the year 2025 and a marked reduction in out-of-pocket health expenditures.
The expansion of the health insurance in Nigeria in 2025 was quite significant. At the beginning of the year, we were roving around 5-6 million, as at the end of the year, we had crossed 20 million citizens that have subscribed to health insurance.
Experts also advocate broader healthcare coverage by providers across Nigeria.
The patients with insurance are more likely to complete rehabilitation, recover faster, and return to work because cost is no longer the main barrier. So yes, while expansion is ongoing and gaps remain, health insurance in 2025 has begun to protect households financially and medically.
The need for periodic meetings between players in the health insurance policy, experts maintain, is crucial for resolving conflicting issues.
It's also about having a premium on health insurance that benefits both the provider and the person that is accessing care. And I think that is an area that there's been a lot of engagement with the various agencies like the National Health Insurance Agency and, of course, state agencies like LASHMA.
Health insurance, according to practitioners, is not just a health policy, but also an economic stabilizer which assists families to perform optimally and remain focused.
The Nigerian Correction Service has rejected a media report describing custodial centers as tuberculosis hotbeds, saying the claims are misleading and are not supported by verified data. A statement by the Service Public Relations Officer, Jane Osuji, explains that factual information on tuberculosis prevention and treatment were provided, the reporter involved, but expressed concern that the published reports adopted a sensational and sweeping generalizations. The statement indicates that tuberculosis is a global public health challenge managed in Nigeria under the National Tuberculosis, Leprosy and Borreliosis Ulcer Control Program, with which it actively collaborates. According to the service, custodial centers operate health clinic and conduct routine screening, diagnosis and treatment of inmates diagnosed with tuberculosis at no cost, in partnership with federal and state health authorities and development partners. It adds that cases cited in the report do not exist in its records and insists that healthcare protocols, including entry, screening, isolation of infectious cases, and referrals to external hospitals are firmly in place. You're still watching the news, and let's quickly remind you what we have been bringing to you. Authorities confirmed killing of 30 persons with women and children abducted in suspected terror attack on Borgu, Niger State.
A lot of effort is in top here to ensure that we clear this element in our forest.
And President Tinubu orders security agencies to hunt down terrorists behind attack in Niger State. Of National Drug Law Enforcement Agency intercepts illicit substances heading to Zambia and the United Kingdom.
This is NTA News 24.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has congratulated the governor of Kano State, Abba Kabir Yusuf, on his 63rd birthday. The president described Governor Yusuf as a leader of integrity, modesty and humility, whose commitment to public service is evident in his administration in Kano State. In a statement signed by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, President Tinubu noted that Governor Yusuf's leadership reflects the progressive political tradition of Kano, particularly its focus on grassroots development and improving the welfare of the Talakawa, as championed by the late Malam Aminu Kano. He acknowledged the governor's efforts in sustaining Kano's role as a stronghold of progressive politics in northern Nigeria. The president highlighted Governor Yusuf's experience as a former commissioner for works, housing, and transport between 2011 and 2015, saying it prepared him for the infrastructural transformation currently underway in the state. He cited urban renewal program, the construction of bridges and road networks, including 5-kilometer road across all local government areas, as well as improvements recorded in education following the declaration of the state of emergency in the sector. President Tinubu wished Governor Yusuf long life and continuous success in his service to the people of Kano State. This is where we end the news. Many thanks for watching. I am Charles Alpha.
This thing. Mr. Governor, welcome. Thank you for coming. When you win, what will you do?
I was the first woman that mobilized women within the local government to form the National Council of Women Society by creating awareness in women that they must serve, they must be part of what is happening within their community.
If you stop expenditure on infrastructure, how do you now attract investments?
The state governors, the presidency, that the federal government and the local government are all waiting for revenue from crude oil. Every state has something peculiar. So the emphasis now, if your local government has something peculiar to that particular local government, the emphasis should be keep producing that particular product.
We need to do three things. Prevent the ability of the terrorist groups to generate funding, their ability to recruit, and then their ability to access weapons.
The traditional ruler gives me a title. I sit in the front row in the church, or if I'm going to mosque, when I'm calling, people are passing in God's own house. What am I doing? I'm mentoring a new generation who think that the only way to be taken seriously is to be seen to have a lot of money.
Good Morning Nigeria, live every weekday between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. on the network service of the NTA.
is the network service of the NTA.
As we open the fresh pages in this new year 2026, we urge you to join us as we pause and reflect on those moments